Hello, my beautiful besties. It's your girl Nelly. If you're part of my nail crew, welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now and become part of my amazing nail crew. I'm super excited, bestie, because Model Ones contacted me and offered to send me some polygels as PR for me to review on my channel. So this is the first package, and this is what the box looks like. In the back, you'll find ingredients, directions, storage, warnings, contact information. It also tells you the expiration date of the product, which is really, really good. And the colors are beautiful. The consistency is amazing. I forgot how much I love Model One's Polygel, besties. So I definitely 100% recommend them. I'm going to show you, I'm going to swatch all the colors. I'm going to swatch one of them on camera so that you can see the consistency of the Polygel, but the rest I will swatch off camera. So that was the first kit. And it's not really a kit, it's just a box with polygels. It also includes this pamphlet and it tells you everything that they sell. When I tell you, bestie, that Model Ones has everything, I mean it. They have gel polishes, they have dip powders, they have acrylic, they have polygel, they have everything. So this is an amazing brand for you to try if you want to try something new. They are affordable. I will make sure to leave the link to everything that I use in the description box in case any of you guys are interested. Now this one, on the other hand, is an actual kit. The difference between an actual kit and the box with polygels is that the kit brings everything that you're going to need for your set. So this kit came with 6 polygels, different colors, all pastel, beautiful, gorgeous colors. And it came with also dual forms. I did not use dual forms. I haven't used dual forms in a very long time, and I don't think I'll go back to using dual forms, just because dual forms kind of the experience. Like, I almost gave up on polygel because of dual forms. Yes, dual forms will make your life easier and your set will come out like almost perfect almost immediately, because obviously you don't have to file. Unfortunately, it does not give you a high enough apex, so they used to break on me. Like, I would break my nails right on the apex area because it didn't have enough product. You can use the dual forms, and then if you want, you can go over that and apply a small bead right on the apex area to prevent that nail from breaking. It also comes with your top coat and base coat. Now, the top coat, bestie, is a no wipe top coat, and it is bomb. It is amazing. I love it. I really do enjoy working with Model One's products. I have used them in the past before, but I haven't used them in a while, and I really I forgot how good their polygels are. Like, they're not too sticky, they're not runny, they're not too stiff. It's a soft consistency, but it's not runny. So that's amazing. It makes the application so much easier. It also came with this small lamp, and I think this is great for you to start, but I would definitely recommend you getting a bigger lamp, just so that you can make sure that you cure that product properly. I haven't used any of those small light lamps in a long time. It came with slip solution. This is only, I think it's 5 gram, no, sorry, 15 grams, and you don't really need a lot of slip solution, to be honest. And if you happen to run out of slip solution, you can always use, I would definitely recommend using 91% isopropyl alcohol. It also came with a brush, which is brush on one side and spatula on the other, and it came with 100-180 grit file, which I definitely forgot that it came with it, and I forgot to use it, but I still have another one. So I decided to swatch on camera number 298. It is a beautiful yellow. So enjoy the application. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section of what you think, if you ever used Model Ones before. And if you haven't, definitely let me know in the comment section. I would definitely recommend this product. I would never recommend something that I have not used in the past. So yeah, I'm gonna let you enjoy watching the application, and I'll be right back. I do want to say, bestie, that I did use very little polygel to use on the swatch sticks, only because they are small bottles. They're 15 ml, if I'm not mistaken. And I was being stingy. I'm not gonna lie. It's only because I do love polygel. I don't really have a lot of polygel. I do now, but since there's, I always do such long nails, it'll take a lot of product. So here are the rest of the colors. Enjoy the swatches. I do want to give my shout out. So shout out to everyone who takes the time to watch my videos. Shout out to everyone who likes, comments, and share my videos. It helps me out a lot here on YouTube. Shout out to everyone who's new to my channel. Welcome to my nail crew, bestie. Thank you so much for joining the crew. And shout out to my lovely and amazing nail sisters. I love you ladies very, very, very much. So starting from this number, this is the second kit that they sent me. Most of them are green, and there's some blue in there as well. Beautiful colors. Once again, I'm gonna repeat it. The product is amazing. For beginners, or you don't even have to be a beginner. It's just amazing. I love it. It was so easy to do this set. It was quite fast, actually. Always remember, bestie, that the better your application, the less filing you have to do. Although filing polygel, it's very easy. It's soft to file, so you will be able to get this in shape. The beauty about polygel is that you don't have to rush. You can work on one nail as long as you need. Just make sure that your application is flawless, and that way you don't have to struggle so much shaping it. I do definitely recommend people to start off with polygel if your intentions are to work with acrylic in the future. Why? It'll help you with application. It is two completely different products, but yes, the better your application, like I said, the less filing you have to do and the faster you become. So here I had already applied my peel off base coat. I had applied my tips. And now, after you prep your nails properly, I do not do that because I already have product on my nails. Make sure that you push back your cuticles, you buff the nail, you clean it, you dehydrate it, prime it, and then you go in with your tip. You can blend the tip if you're using tip, but if you're not using tip, then definitely go ahead and use the base coat. After you apply the base coat, make sure you cure for 60 seconds. So by the title, you already know I'm going to do a 3-color ombre, and it is super easy. Just try to visualize that nail divided in 3 different sections, and that's how you're going to start to work on the nail. Apply a small bead. You don't really need a lot of product, and then start dragging that product down, making sure it reaches sidewall to sidewall. Once you get to the free edge, make sure it's nice and straight, and then go back in. You don't necessarily have to brush only towards the free edge. You can go back and forth. That way you don't waste product, which is very, very important. Now, the trick to doing a perfect ombre is actually to blend that bead, to blend the top section of the bead. So you want to make sure that when you're blending it, you blend it as much as you can and leave it as thin as you can. That way it'll be a smoother transition from one color to the other. Once you're satisfied with the first bead of application, then you're going to cure. You're going to cure each color individually. You don't want to work with uncured product on top of uncured product, because it's going to become a mess. Trust me, been there, done that. So make sure that before you cure, you're completely satisfied with your application. And also don't forget to cure it. You can cure it for 30 seconds just to make sure that the product is not going to move. I, however, like to, cure everything for 60 seconds. And that way I make sure that it's completely cured and it's easier for me to apply the second color. When it comes to the second bead, you're going to apply this right where you start your tip. And then you're going to work that bead, making sure it reaches sidewall to sidewall. And then you start to drag that bead down. Now, the trick to doing a perfect ombre is once you reach the first color that you apply, you're going to start working with the tip of your brush to help it blend. You want to make sure that the brush is not sticky. That way you don't remove a lot of product. I do show you 2 nails, and on the second nail, I did apply too much product. It can happen to anyone, bestie. Don't worry about it. Just make sure to remove whatever excess product you don't want to have on your nails, and then go ahead again and blend it. Once you blend the bottom part of that bead, you're going to go back to the top, and then you're going to blend it. You're going to do the same thing you did for the first bead. This will give you a smooth transition once again from one color to the other. Once you're satisfied with your application, do a full 60-second cure, and then you can go in and apply your other bead. For this nail, I decided to use the yellow first, just because I wanted to see how it looked with same colors but in different order, and it looks nice anyway. So it looked really, really nice. I liked it. This is the nail that I did apply a little bit too much product on it, and it happens, bestie. It takes practice. Even me, that I've been working with Polygel since before I started working or doing videos on YouTube. Like, I've been working with Polygel for, I would say, 3 years now, and I love it. Like, Polygel is my baby. That's how I started my YouTube channel, and I know a lot of you like Polygel videos. Sorry that I haven't been able to put out a lot of content with Polygel, but I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely let me know in the comment section what you think about my application, what you think about the colors, the consistency. I freaking love it. It's amazing. It was so easy to do this set. There's some polygels that I just couldn't work with because they were too soft. Although there are tricks that you can do. Like, for example, if you find that the polygel is too soft for your liking, you can always put the tubes in the fridge for a few minutes before you use it. And this will sort of change the consistency for a short while. You just have to make sure that you work with the product fast, and that way it doesn't become runny. There are some polygels that are not just soft, they're runny, and I don't like that type of consistency, but I have worked with it. I mean, again, they're tricks. Also, if you think that the polygel that you're using, if it's a different brand and is too soft, too stiff, sorry. If it's too stiff, you can always warm up some water in a cup and then put the bottles in there, and this will soften the polygel a little bit more. Obviously for a short while, but I mean, it works. I've done it both ways and it works beautifully. So I definitely recommend it. There's definitely tips and tricks. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer your questions. I do want to know if you've worked with polygel before, bestie. Let me know. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That way you'll be notified every time when I'm going to upload a video. I always post on Instagram and let my besties know when I'm going to upload a video. I'm trying my best to upload up to 2 videos a week. Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. So I do want to create more content for you besties, but my problem really is time. If I had more time, trust me, I would be recording like crazy, because I love doing my nails and I love, you know, sharing my journey with you. And yeah, so this is the third color. You want to make sure that when you're working with that cuticle area, that your brush is not really drenched or has too much alcohol in it or slip solution, because if you let the slip solution flood your cuticles, this will prevent the product from adhering to your nail, and this can potentially create lifting. Make sure that when you're working on your cuticle area, work you know, at a 45-degree angle, and this will help you not have such a bulky cuticle area. And then when it comes to the ombre, once again, I did it again with this color too. I applied too much color, as you can see, too much polygel. So I removed the excess, and then I go back in with the tip of my brush and I start to blend those colors. Now, when you're doing ombre, you want to make sure you encapsulate it, because you need to protect what you've been working so hard on, bestie. So I didn't have clear polygel, but I did have hard gel, which is what I decided to use to encapsulate the nails, and you will see that really soon. For my ring finger, I decided to do a full cover of this beautiful color. It's such a beautiful nude. It's unbelievable. I loved it. I wish I had a bigger tube, honestly. That's how much I liked it. So the way I do a full cover is the same way I would do an ombre. I do this in 2 beads. I'd rather do a big bead rather than a long bead and then having to pat it too much. I just pat it to reach both side walls, and then I just start to drag the product, because eventually you need to drag the product and you need to brush it to remove whatever bumps you create when you're patting it, to make sure it reaches both side walls. So that's another trick that you can try if you haven't tried it before. In my opinion, for me, it's easier to do it that way. Everybody works differently, and it's fine. As long as the nail is properly built and the shape is, well, it's looking nice, you should be good, bestie. So don't stress too much. Play with it. Practice as much as you can. The beauty about polygel is that this is not going to set until you put this under the UV light. So make sure that before you do that, you're satisfied with your application. So I cure for 60 seconds, and then I go in with the second bead, and I do exactly the same process as doing an ombre. I make sure that it reaches both side walls, and then by the time I'm working on the cuticle section, make sure your brush, you're holding it at a 45-degree angle. This will help you reach your cuticle, and it's not gonna look too bulky. Same thing with the side walls, and then the bottom section of that bead, you're gonna blend it until it no longer looks like a bead. It's just gonna look like part of the nail, and it's gonna look nice and smooth. Make sure you smooth that bead completely. Once you're satisfied with the application, once again, do a full 60-second cure, and then you can go ahead and encapsulate your ombre. Once you apply your hard gel, if you're using hard gel to encapsulate, I flip my finger upside down just to help the hard gel self-level towards the center of the nail. That way it's not going to look too wide on the sides. After I do that, then I cure for 60 seconds. This is what the nails are looking like after the application. I do my filing off camera, so now you're going to see what they look like after shaping and filing. So this is what the nails are looking like after shaping and filing, and now it's time to add some bling and some charms to these nails. I'm going to use these flowers, which are very popular right now. I'm going to use these, I think they're called water beads, I'm not exactly sure. And I will use two different rhinestone glues, and there's a reason for that. So my go-to is Lisette's bling gel, and it's amazing. All you have to do is apply it, and you don't even have to put top coat over it. So now I'm going to show you the difference between both of them. I wanted to show you the reason why I'm using two different rhinestone glues. So if you look very closely, you're going to see that Lisette's is a little bit more runnier, like it's softer, and then the Macart does not really move. So the reason I'm going to use the Macart one is because I have that big rhinestone and it's not flat back. So it is perfect for those rhinestones that are not flat back. That way you can just stick them in that glue, and you know, yes, they will move because I mean it's gel and it's not cured, but you still have time to work with it. So that's the reason why I chose to use both. Right now I'm just going in with a little bit of Lisette's, and I'm just going to apply that to the cuticle area. I'm going to adhere these flowers. I'm going to flash cure for 30 seconds, and I'm going to go in and apply a tiny bead in the center of each flower, and this is just to adhere the caviar beads that come with the flowers. So once I finish doing that, I'm going to start working with my accent nail, which is the ring nail, and that's the one that is going to have all the rhinestones and the charms. So I hope you guys enjoy the application. And then after I finish with the rhinestones and everything, I do apply top coat off camera. But bestie, that top coat is bomb. Like, I love it. So for this nail, let me explain real quick what I'm doing here. I'm just applying a bead of that rhinestone glue. Why was I gonna say hard gel? I don't know, bestie. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. It's too early in the morning. Anyways, so I make sure that it doesn't really have a lot of spillage, and then I flash cure that into place. And I go in and apply a little bit more on the sides just so that I can adhere the butterflies. I really wanted to use those butterflies. And yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, bestie. Let me know what you guys think. I love having that interaction with everyone. I love it every time you guys comment on my videos. I get so excited. So definitely let me know in the comment section, and bestie, get ready for that finished look. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think about this set. Thank you so much, Model Ones, for this opportunity to collaborating with you guys one more time. I really, really appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.